Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Now, I know I may sound very quiet right now, but it is like 2 in the morning and I am very tired, but I had this crazy idea to do a Warrior Cats video. Now, a few disclaimers before I start. Disclaimer number 1, none of the art in this video is mine. I got it all from Google. I just looked up the Warrior Cat character that I'm going to be talking about, so if you like any of the art, it's on Google. Another thing, I got this video from Bright Guardian Akira's channel. Go check him out. I'll leave him in the corner or something. Now, another thing, if you don't want any of this spoiled for you, any of the Warrior series spoiled for you, click off now and I'll see you in the next video that hopefully you'll be able to watch. Let's get into it. Okay, hello. So just so you know what we're doing, we're ranking all of the Warrior Cat protagonists, just like Akira did. We're ranking them on this tier list. Now, I'm only starting to learn how to use the editing on the app and how to make these videos like this. So if the editing's a little rough, I'm sorry. So, as you can see, the first one is an S, which is the best ranking you can give to a cat, I guess. And F is the worst. So, the first cat I'm going to talk about is the original Firestar. Now, Firestar, he is the bro. You know, he's the staple of Warrior Cat. Like anything. Whenever you think of Warrior Cats, Firestar just pops into your head, you know. So, for the ranking, for his place in the story, he really was a good cat to begin the series with. I loved hearing the story from his perspective, and the first series will always be it will always be my favorite arc, I guess, the first arc. That's the Into the Wild, the Fire and Ice, Forest of Secrets, the Storm one. Okay, let's just continue. So we're going to give Firestar a B. Now, these are all my opinions, so if you disagree with me, well, you disagree with me. These are my opinions. Please don't get mad. And I decided to make this video because a lot of the characters that Bright Guardian Akira put, I kind of disagreed with. So I'm going to fix that with my opinion. So we're going to give Fireheart a B. B's not too bad. Now, the next warrior I want to talk about is Bramble Claw. Now, this guy, oh my gosh. I don't know if this is just my opinion, but I don't know if other people think this way, but I hated Bramble Claw's arc. I hated his super edition was terrible. Oh my gosh. Oh, so boring. And I hated Jessie. But anyway, where was I? All right, Bramble Claw. Now I know this is kind of harsh, but I'm going to give this dude an F. Right off the bat. Like I said, there's many reasons why I don't like him. I don't like the way he developed. He's like super stupid and really mean to Squirrel Flight, and just like he's kind of an idiot, if that makes sense. Like, he never listens to anybody, and I just feel like with this new arc, the Broken Code, I feel like he kind of got what was coming to him. I never liked him. I always thought that he was, like, the worst character. Ever since, like, I really thought it was hilarious how Fireheart had such a disliking towards Bramble Kid. I thought it was so funny. And yeah, so we're gonna give this stupid Bramble Claw an F. I don't think I'm gonna go really deeper into why I decided to give him an F. It's just my opinion, and I never liked him, like I've said many times right now. So he gets an F. Cool. Now, speaking of Bramble Claw, we're going to talk about his mate, Squirrel Flight. Now, I'm a big Squirrel Flight fan. Not so much Leaf Pool, but I loved her Super Edition, and I loved her in the second arc. She kept that really boring arc kind of okay. I know Akira said a lot of this, but I really liked her development, how she took Leaf Pool's kits when Leaf Pool didn't want them. She sacrificed so much at that point, and I like her side of the relationship towards Bramble Star. I think she's really level-headed and nice, and I don't know, I just really like her. I like her, like I said, I like her development, and I love her little peppy energy and just how she treats everybody equally, except, of course, Ashfur. Looking at you. Anyway, yeah, she's super cool, and I think that she's so level-headed, but also, like, really fun at the same time. She's so much smarter than anybody around her, and yeah, so I think I'm going to give her a B, right next to Firestar. Actually, no, I'm going to give her an A. I'm biased. What can I say? Well, it's more like an opinion. It's not really biased. It's just an opinion. So I'm going to give Squirrel Flight an A. Alrighty, the next cat we're going to rank is her Squirrel Flight's sister, Leaf Pool. Now, like I said, around, I think, like 30 seconds ago, I am not a big Leaf Pool fan. I really don't like a lot of the decisions she made, and her arc was kind of boring. I don't know. I really didn't enjoy reading about her. Her and Crow Feather, that was kind of cute. But really, it's all about her development and all of that. So the second series, as boring as it was, her chapters were kind of a breath of fresh air for that boring series, but still, I really didn't like her development. I liked her conversations with Cinder Pelts and all of that, but I just really didn't like the decision she made, how she grew as a character. And yeah, I know there's a big controversy about her kits and if she made the right choice. If I were in her shoes, I probably would have made the same decision as she did, but I don't know how I feel about it. Yeah, I don't know. So, yeah. I think I'm going to give Leaf Pool a generous D. Yes, Leaf Pool will be D. Okay, so very out of order, the next character we're going to talk about is Dovewing. Now, I don't really know how I feel about Dovewing. I definitely like Ivy Pool better. I really feel like everything's been said about Dovewing. I feel like that her development, she was such a kid until she learned about her powers. I don't really know how to say this, but and then when she lost them, she was kind of just meh, you know? Now she, in the Broken Code arc, we're currently recording this in June, so the next book comes out in November. But anyway, for the Broken Code arc, she's kind of like a side character. She's kind of been a side character, in my opinion, since her arc ended. I don't know. I think I really just feel meh about her, so I think we're going to give her a C. I don't really know why. My opinion on her is varying, and I don't really know what to give her. So we'll just give her a nice, in the middle, cool C. Wow, we are breezing through this list. So the next character I want to talk about is Ivy Pool. I love Ivy Pool. Now, like I said, this is my opinion, but right away I'm going to give her an S. And I'll tell you why. I'm going to give her an S because her arc is amazing. Her flip-flopping emotions between Dovewing and everything else in the middle is just so cool because a lot of people feel overshadowed by their person, like a close relative or whatever. I love her spying in the dark forest, and I love how tough she is. That scene in Tiger Heart's Shadow where she scratches his nose and tells him like what a disgrace he is. I loved that scene. That's one of my favorite scenes. Every scene Ivy Pool is in, she is amazing, and I'm very biased right now, but if you couldn't tell. But all in all, to be fair, for anybody who hasn't read the book or wants to read the book and wants to know a basic summary, Dovewing is the main character, and Ivy Pool is a side character for Dovewing. It's still her perspective, but it's kind of overshadowed by Dovewing since Dovewing has her powers and whatever. And yeah, so I'm just gonna give Ivy Pool the best ranking because in my opinion that's what she is. I'm going to give her a S. Okay, so the next cat on my list is Jay Feather, and I already know his ranking. I'm going to give him a A. I'm gonna give him an A. Now he's not my favorite, but he's definitely Jay Feather. You know there's those background cats that you can replace, like Breakin' Fur, or Cinderheart, or, Lion Blaze, whatever. Now, Jay Feather, he's his own original character. He can't be replaced. He is Jay Feather. I loved him going back in time and actually falling in love, his gruff, exterior kind of melting when he met Half Moon. I just really loved his arc. The only reason I'm not giving him an S is just because I didn't really like his resentment towards Leafpool. I really love how in the bonus scene, on Lost Stars, we got to see how much her death damaged him. But when she originally told them that he wasn't sorry, that Squirrel Flight wasn't his mom, I didn't like the resentment that he showed. I know that he isn't exactly an emotional type, but I feel like he could have showed a little bit of emotion. I don't know. So I'm going to give him an A. But other than that, I really like his character. Alright, we all know who's next. Lion Blaze. Oh, sorry, I almost just threw up. Kidding. Now, Lion Blaze's power was cool. Couldn't be damaged in fight, but he killed Russet Fur. One of my favorite cats. He just killed her in a border dispute. I know nobody remembers that, but still, he just killed her out of cold blood. Now, usually this isn't a big deal for me if a cat kills another cat in the book series. It doesn't really matter that much to me. But, I just really liked Russet Fur, so I'm pretty biased. But also, Lion Blaze's character just kind of fell apart after his powers went away. In Dovewing's In Dovewing's Silence, he was just I don't know. I feel like he just kind of fizzled out. Throughout all the books. He learned about his power in Sign of the Moon and all of that, yada yada. But he just, after he got his power, he used it 3 times. And then he just kind of was done. I know it's not a very big deal, but it just kind of seems ineffective for the writers to do that. And plus he killed Russet Fur. So I'm going to give him let's give him oh, and by the way, his ship with Cinderheart, that's like that emotional part, like where they went out and took walks and whatever. Yeah, this is definitely the worst ship. The only ship I liked with him involved is him and Heatherpaw. I really liked their ship. It was cool. And another thing, he barely showed any connection to Jay Feather, which I also didn't like. So, I don't know. That's just my opinion, of course. You could have picked up something in the book that I didn't pick up. That's what I didn't like. So, I'm going to give him a F. Right next to Bramble Star, his false father. Alright. So, the next person is Hollyleaf. Now, on Akira's tier list, he gave her an F, and that really made a lot of Hollyleaf fans angry. So they disagreed in the comment section. Now, that was the first thing that inspired me to make this list, because I definitely didn't agree with that. A spoiler, I'm gonna give her an A. I just really loved her character arc. Her novella was so good. I love Fall Leaves. I'm a sucker for him. I loved her novella. I don't know. I just really liked her as a character. Her knowing she killed Ashford, I don't know. I mean, I feel like that was just bad writing for some of it, but her emotional arc was really cool. I like how she just comes back at the end. Yeah, so I'm going to give her an A. And the next person we have is Clear Sky, and I have no idea why I said person, because it's a cat. But the next cat we have is Clear Sky. Now, Clear Sky was in, if you didn't know, he was in the Dawn of the Clan series, and yeah, he was a good character. I really liked his character because I really agree with Akira, what Akira said. About him, like, knowing what he was doing, and, like, you were able to see his thought process throughout the whole thing. It was such a shame how he went on a murder streak. That was really sad, how he killed Rainflower and a lot of other cats. It was really sad. I hated how he treated his own son, Thunder, who is not on my list. Did I forget Thunder? I guess I did. Anyway, I think I'm going to give Clear Sky a D. I really liked his character, but he had a lot of... Actually, I'll give him a C. Well, we're going to give Clear Sky a C. A cool C. Yeah, he had a lot of flaws, but he was a really good protagonist, and he married a 15-year-old. Yeah, so cool. I don't know if you can tell, but I have a lot of favorite characters. So the next protagonist I'm going to be talking about is, drumroll please, Greywing. Greywing is such a sweet cat. I love Greywing. He is my lifeline. Yeah, he was really good. I loved how we got to see him battle through his sickness. I love his relationship with Turtletail and the kits. And I love that he was basically a father to, like, everybody. It was amazing. Yeah, he's an amazing character. I know I'm really going off about this, but oh my gosh, you know? He was just great. I'm going to give him an S for these reasons. Like I said before, with the Turtletail relationship and all of that, he was a peacemaker among the clans. He knew what he was doing. He had dedication to, like, everything, and by that I just mean Tom and whatever. Yeah, it was a great arc, really. It was so sad that Clear Sky and Greywing got drifted apart. I loved how Greywing just kept going, like, throughout life. Like, he didn't want to leave the tribe and his mother and all that, but he had to because Lightning Tail left. Correct me if I said that wrong. I don't know No, it was Jagged Peak. Sorry, he's Jagged Peak left. Yeah. I really loved Greywing as a character. He was one of the best characters, honestly. So I'm going to give him an S. Alright, so the next cat I'm going to talk about is Thunder, who I didn't put on my list, so sorry, Thunder. Okay, so Thunder being the first ThunderClan leader was very underwhelming. I liked his arc. I like how he was rejected by Clear Sky and then taken in by Greywing, and it was taken under Greywing's wing. See what I did there? Okay, I'm so sorry. Alright, so yeah, he's cool while he branched off and was independent. I don't know. I really liked his story arc. I know Akira didn't. So I know that I haven't put anybody on the E tier yet, but that's not a place for Thunder. Thunder is going on the C tier. Yeah, basically I'm ranking him a C. I really liked him, like I said, but he's definitely not A or S, A or B tier worth. Just because, like I said, he was a little bit underwhelming for ThunderClan's first leader. When there was the division between the leaders, there was Ripple, there was Shadow, Tall Shadow, there was Windrunner, there was Clear Sky, and they all had individual personalities. And Thunder's just kind of, I lost my mom at birth, and I was taken in by Greywing. There's not much there, you know? I don't know. I just feel like he's a meh character, so he's going to go in a meh place, just like Duffwing. Alright, we're 3 away from being done, and the next cat I'm going to talk about is Alderheart. So, my boy Alderheart here is an anxious boy, and so I think I already have a rank for him. I'm going to actually put him in the B rank next to Firestar. I really liked Alderheart and Sparkpelt. I think they had a really cute relationship. I love how anxious Alderheart is. He's a little bit over the top, but he's relatable. Just like Rootpaw. I feel like the only thing I feel like is wrong with him is that he after the Vision of Shadows, he doesn't really get his justice. Like, we only hear from him a few times, and I feel like, remember when, in the Vision of Shadows, when Alderheart helped, Shadowpaw, or Shadowkit, like, there was no relationship between them anymore when there was in the Vision of Shadows. So, I don't know, I didn't really like that part, but I really did like the relationship, with him and J-Father. Oh, it's so wholesome. Yeah, I feel like Alderheart was a really good character. Definitely deserving of the B slot. Sparkpelt, I could say different for Sparkpelt. But you know what? It's okay. Doesn't really matter. So, yeah. All in all, Alderheart is a really good character, in my opinion. I really like him a lot. He's my boy. Yeah, so he is very deserving of the B slot. Alright, next up on the list, get your knees quaking, it's Vilepawr. Man, oh man, Vilepaw's an amazing character, in my opinion. I think that she has a lot going for her. She has a lot, to do, you know? I really liked, I feel like I said this for every character so far, other than a few. I just really liked, her life story, how she got separated, and all that, how she got moved to ShadowClan, how she didn't fit in ShadowClan, how Needlepaw was her only friend, how Needlepaw kind of led her to Darktail, yada yada yada. I just really liked it. I the whole Vision of Shadows just really interests me. I have to say, I definitely liked Twig Branch a tiny bit more, but Violet Shine's really, really, really close. So I'm going to give Violet Shine a B. And yeah, okay. I'm going to give her a B because, like I said, she was really interesting to read about. I wanted to read more. How she tried to poison Darktail. just like her spy mission, almost like Ivy Pool, except a little bit laid back and yeah. So like I don't know, she's basically like a duplicate of Ivy Pool, but it doesn't really matter. She's still a really cool character, so we're gonna give her an A. Alright, now it's time for Twig Branch. I don't really have a lot to say about her here. I'm gonna give her, I finally decided that to add somebody to the E slot. Twig Branch is definitely a E kind of character. I know that I got a lot of flack for that because I know a lot of people liked her, but I always thought I liked her more than Violet Cheyenne, but I'm kind of rethinking that, and I don't really think that's true. Violet Cheyenne is a very laid down character. She has a straight line, like she has a straight path with a little bit of bumps in the road. And Twig Branch, she's just all over the place, which I mean can be good in character, but depends how it's written. I really like the way she's written, but you know, she could have been written a little bit better. Her conflict with Finleaf is very simple. With having kids controversy, it's a very outdone controversy for couples, mates. Sorry, and her switching clans. Okay, yeah. I was confused at first when I first read that she was going back to ThunderClan when she was in SkyClan, but then I was just kind of over it. I'm glad she found her place and all, but really she's just an E kind of cat. She's a good character, but she definitely needs a lot of work. Alrighty, 2 more characters to go after this one. We're going to do Rootpaw. I know that Rootpaw only has 3 books, but I'm just going to go off what we know so far. We have Lost Stars, Silent Thaw, and A Veil of Shadows. I can't wait to read more about our friend Rootpaw. He's going to be very exciting to read about with the Bramble Star Ghost thing. But if I were to rank him right now, since we don't know much, I would definitely rank him as B. Yes, he's a very good character. I'm really loving him so far. All right, next we have Shadowsight. And all I have to say about him, he's a very E character, maybe a C. I'll give him a C. He's a very C character. I don't know, he's okay. You know, he's being manipulated. He's really cute. I really like his arc. I like his parents. Tiger Star and I was about to say Bumblestripe. Tiger Star and Dovewing, they're really good to him. Yeah, he's an okay character. Definitely not my favorite in the arc, but he's doing good. All right. Now, my favorite character in the arc. Bristle Frost. I know a lot of people don't like her, but I don't only like her because she's a female protagonist, but I love her character arc. I understand her struggle. I understand her suck up. I understand how she doesn't believe Rootpaw when he's like, "Oh, ghost." But honestly, she's an A cat, really. I'm not even gonna lie. I really love her. So far, I don't know how she's gonna turn out. Her rebellion against the imposter is really good. Yeah, and just all in all, I've never seen the Erins go this deep into relationships with all of them. Like, I know Rootpaw knows Shadowsight, and Bristle Frost x Rootpaw is so on, and I love that ship. It's a great ship. Yeah. I really like her. She's an A cat. Okay, well, yeah, A cat. I forgot to say that like the relationship between all of the protagonists is really good. Like I said, Bristlepaw doesn't really know Shadowsight. You know, she knows him a little bit. Rootpaw and Bristle Frost definitely know each other. And then we've got Rootpaw knowing Shadowpaw. Yeah, it's really cool.